Hi there, welcome to another tutorial video from Gradelink websites. So in this video, we're going to go through the process of how to add another administrator or user to your website. The first step is going to be obviously to log in. So go to your website's login page. Once you've put in your username and password, then you'll be taken to the WordPress dashboard. Once you've reached the dashboard, simply go to the users option on the sidebar navigation. And once we've clicked on that, you'll see a complete list of all the current users on the site. Now it's important to note that most of these users are members of the Gradelink websites team, and so you'll want to make sure that you don't remove them, as they may be the ones helping you in the future. To add a new user, you want to click on Add New User. And main thing you want to do here is put in a username. Now the easiest way is just to make the person's email address their username. So for instance, if you have a marketing firm at test.com, so just as an example, you can put that in the username, or you can just use a format like first initial last name. But easiest is just put in their email address, then put in their email. That's required. And if you want, you can put in the first name and last name, just so you know exactly who you're giving access to in the future. You know whose username that is. It's helpful as an identifier. Website, we typically don't need to put in unless you really want to. The send user notification, we usually uncheck that just because you don't want to suddenly send a random email to, it's a very generic email, and if you suddenly send it to somebody, they might delete it as spam or miss it. So it's better to just make sure that you make a note of the username and the password, as well as the login URL for your website, and then send it to the person yourself. That makes sure that they get the access rather than having the automatically generated one. The password, you can automatically generate one. It creates a default one that's very secure for you. If you want to type one in, you can do that. You do need to make sure that it is a strong password. So sometimes it's easier just to generate a password, and then the user can go ahead and change that password themselves later on. Last but not least, under user roles, you want to make sure that you check the box for administrator, and then also uncheck the any other ones. Administrator is the top level. They have access to absolutely everything, and typically you would give this to somebody that you trust. Author and contributor usually only have access to things like posts. An editor has access to other things, but not everything that an administrator is. So this is the secondary level. School admin, that's a custom role. That's a little bit lower than an administrator, but higher than an editor. And then subscriber and team member really don't have access to anything at all. So once you've put in the required information, again, make a note of the username, the password. So copy these and paste them into an email. And the last thing that you want to do is click on Add New User. And it will go ahead and create the user, assuming that you've met all the basic requirements, like the email is formatted properly and the password is also meeting the strength requirements. And then you also want to make sure that the user that you're adding knows how to log in, because Gradelink Websites does not use the default WordPress login page, which is WP admin. They would use your site URL, for example, allencreekacademy.org/loginator, LOGINATOR. So make sure that you have Loginator, the Loginator full URL, copy that as well, and provide that to the person that you're adding. If you need any help with this, adding someone to your website, feel free to reach out to Gradelink Website Support.